Marvel Phase 4. Has it been a flop or not? Now, some of the movies have done good at the box office. Some of the movies have done bad. Some of the shows have been certified fresh and some haven't. Now, me personally, I think it has been a complete, utter mess. A complete flop. It did start off pretty strong, and we'll go through everything that has been released in Phase 4. Started off very, very strong, but then just went downhill. Now, I do have faith in Kevin Feige, and I do believe he has a great plan for the future. It's just going to take some time. But why does it feel like a flop to me? I personally think if you look back on the first 3 phases, we were only getting 2 or 3 movies a year, where now we are getting 2 or 3 movies a year along with 3 or 4 shows. And I just think it's too much, and we expect them to be good, but everything can't be great. Now let's go through the list of everything that we've gotten in this phase. The first show was WandaVision, and it was great. It had us speculating, it had us thinking of all these theories of what's going on, it just had you guessing. It was very entertaining and very different to previous products. It also led into Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, which we were used to with the films of the previous phases all kind of connecting with each other. The next show we got was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This got mixed reactions. Personally, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. I loved the action. I loved the story that was told. And I loved the passing on the mantle of Captain America. And after the show, we learned that there will be a new Captain America film. So this show will obviously connect with that. Again, something we're used to. Then we got the third show, Loki. Probably hands down my favorite one of all of the shows. And this show is pretty much the most crucial one to watch because it led into the multiverse. It taught us that there is a multiverse out there. And my understanding is it is the only show to officially be renewed for a season 2. The other shows have been talked about besides WandaVision, but there haven't been any announcements. Then the first film we got was Black Widow, which I didn't really enjoy. And I feel I didn't enjoy it because I didn't get to have it in the cinemas and have that experience. I watched it at home on Disney Plus, and I just feel watching it in the cinemas with the surround sound, it just makes movies a lot more entertaining. And I feel that the delay after delay after delay made this film also suffer because of the anticipation. We were just expecting so much and couldn't wait because I love Black Widow as a character, and I just felt not being playing in a cinema, and the delays just really hurt it. Then we got Shang-Chi, which I absolutely adored and loved. It was a great film. Again, it got mixed reactions, but me personally, I enjoyed it. And I started thinking to myself, you know what, this Phase 4 is starting to be really good. And then at the end of Shang-Chi, we got to see the OG Avengers talking about the rings and what they're made out of. And we had that connection that we were all used to once again. And then we had What If. Yes, some of the stories were good. Some of them I didn't really enjoy. My favorite was the Doctor Strange one. However, the animation, I just didn't like it. I felt it was like behind the times when it came to the animation, and it could have been better, but it was the first time in the phase that I said, you know what, I didn't really enjoy this. And then we got the Eternals, which got a lot of mixed reactions. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not going to say it was great, and I'm not going to say that it was bad. It was enjoyable. It was a good story. Yes, there was not much action, but I like films that also can tell good stories, and that's what this film did. And then we got Hawkeye. Once again, something connecting us with the previous 3 phases, the Ronin kind of outfit haunting him, and it was a good family action-packed show. Enjoyed it. And you can see the kind of pattern here. I enjoyed it because it connected with the other films. Everything else from here on out just felt like standalone films that meant jack shit. Next was Spider-Man No Way Home. Yes, it was epic. It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was awesome. But it was just fan service. It was made to just please everyone, to make everyone happy, and just reminisce about all the Spider-Man films, and that's all it was. But all that film did, at the end, was connect the Sony universe with kind of the MCU universe, because the Vulture then got sucked out of the MCU and been put into the Sonyverse, whatever crap garbage they're trying to think of and do. If anything, it was beneficial for them and not the MCU. But all it really did was for the MCU was just make everyone forget that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. It was just a lazy way to make everyone forget who Spider-Man was and to be able to start again. Then we got Moon Knight, which was hands down my favorite show behind Loki. It was dark. It was, psychological thriller kind of thing. It was different. It was good. It was entertaining. I know I got a lot of mixed reactions, but I really enjoyed it and can't wait to see more of this character. But it just felt like a standalone show. It just meant nothing. We didn't learn anything from it. It was just us getting introduced to Moon Knight, just like all these shows are. They're just ways to introduce the characters instead of doing them through the movies like they did with Black Panther, Spider-Man. It's just an easier way and quicker way to introduce them all. And that's what I feel is slightly the problem, just with all these shows trying to introduce so many characters. It's starting to feel really rushed instead of taking their time like they did with the first 3 phases. Who knows? I know they might be trying to lead into Secret Wars is the big theory right now, which has a lot of characters, and this is an easier and quicker way to do it. But at the same time, it may not pay off. Then we got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which should be called Doctor Strange and the Wrath of the Scarlet Witch or something, because, man, this was jack shit to do with the multiverse. And I feel that No Way Home really, really built the expectations up for this film. And the whole of Loki show built up so much expectations for this film. We thought we were going to get everyone. All the old Blades, all the old X-Men. Yeah, we got Professor X, which was just a fucking stupid scene. We thought we were going to get every past character that has ever been in Marvel. And what did we get? We got jack fucking shit. And after watching Doctor Strange, I realized, you know what? Marvel, the MCU, it's going to start to go down now. This is it. They're going to start going down. They're going to somehow, some way to pull themselves back up. But they're going to hit that rough spot. Because I understand there's a lot of Marvel fanboys out there that think, Marvel never is the best one. They're the best. They'll always produce the greatest. No, they are going down right now. Leads into Miss Marvel. Yes, it is not made for my generation. And people in my generation that can sit there and say this was a great show. I'm going to be offensive, I know, but you're a Marvel fanboy. I'm really, really sorry. To say that this is the best show, 98% certified fresh, is an absolute joke. And before you jump down my throat, yes, there were some good aspects of this show. There were. But the acting was very, very hard to digest. The script, the dialogue was very, very hard. The story, yes, there is somewhat of a good story in there. But it's the stuff telling that story that I just did not enjoy. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the last episode, they play the fucking X-Men music after Bruno says that, it looks like a mutation. So therefore, she's officially going to possibly be the first mutant to be introduced into the MCU. It sucks because you can't, talk crap about a show nowadays if it has a female lead or it's a different race or, you're not allowed to because you automatically get labeled a sexist, automatically get labeled a racist. And I'm going to make a video because I really want to talk about this kind of labeling that we get when we talk crap about something that has something other than a white male. Because let's be honest, Thor, Love and Thunder, that's my segue into this last part of this phase so far, was absolute fucking gutter trash. Now, I can sit here and say it's trash, it's shit, it's crap, it was the fucking worst film I've ever seen in my... No, it wasn't. Let There Be Carnage was probably the worst superhero film that I've seen, but it was bad. It was shocking. And I could talk as much shit as I want about Thor, and you won't sit there and say, oh, he's sexist towards men. No, you're not going to say that. But the moment I say that something like Miss Marvel was shit, or if I go and talk... Again, I quite enjoyed Black Widow, but if I spoke shit about Black Widow, you would be labeling me as sexist. Not just for the fact I didn't enjoy the fucking movie or I just didn't enjoy the show. You straight away labeled as sexist or racist or homophobe. That's how it is these days. And I'm going to make a video explaining all of it. So keep an eye out for that one. However, Thor, Love and Thunder, it just felt like a standalone. I've got my rant. Go and check out my little review rant and see how I really feel about that movie. But again, it just didn't mean nothing. Didn't mean nothing to the MCU. It just felt like another standalone film. don't get me wrong, the story was great. The only problem with the Thor was that the humor, every time you got to a serious moment, every time you got to a moment where you're enjoying it and like, oh, I'm loving this, bang, just some stupid fucking humor. It felt forced. And if you can sit there and tell me, nah, the humor didn't feel forced, oh my God. Again, I'm one of these people that are just straight up, man, you have no idea, do you? No idea. Anyway, that's my take on Phase 4, and it is going down. Whether people love to admit it or not, it is. And the way I can prove that it's going down, are you telling me that Phase 1 was worse than Phase 4? You know what I mean? Like, if this phase isn't as good as the first, second, and third, that means they're going down. Okay, I know a lot of people say Phase 2 was the worst, but to me, Phase 4 has been the absolute worst. They have hit that spot where they're starting to go down, and hopefully Black Panther can pick it back up, put it back on track. And of course, we've also got She-Hulk in the shows coming up in just under a month now, which I'm excited for, but after the last Miss Marvel, after Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm honestly not holding my breath. I'm not going to have any expectations like I do going into Marvel anymore. I think that's the problem with us today, that we expect so much out of this company now because they produce such fucking greatness that you're just like, man, you've got to play the best all the time. It's like basketball, Michael Jordan. You expect that guy to play his best all the time. You go and watch him and you watch him play a shit game, you're going to be upset, okay? Because you expect this guy to play the best game ever, every time. And that's what we expect out of Marvel, the best content every time, which sucks, but that's what happens when you set the bar so high, so early. I'll be back with another video. They are going to be weekly. I'm really sorry. It's just working 2 jobs, spending time with my girlfriend, just a lot of things going on. It's very, very hard. The Make Me Laugh videos will eventually come back when I have the time to start to make more videos. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button. Give it the thumbs up. As always, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. Once we hit that 500 subscribers, still going to give away that big giveaway. Thanks for watching. Peace.